was a little girl, I would dream of one day making a difference in the world through dance.
Parris Goebel.
Famous choreographer Parris Goebel.
World hip-hop dance champion.
Parris Goebel has worked with some of the biggest names in the business.
What's up, guys? I'm Parris Goebel. I'm the creator of the Parris Dance Studio, and this is the Parris Project.
The Parris Project World Tour was Parris's dream to take a group of dancers around the world, visiting 16 countries across 5 continents. This is their story. Before she could start the tour, she needed to hold auditions to find the best dancers.
When it comes to selecting the dancers for the World Tour, it's actually quite a big decision for me. It's a huge opportunity, and the dancers get to travel the world and perform. I take it really seriously, and I make sure that I choose not only a talented group, but a group of dancers that have been working hard. So it's really important for me. So preparing for the World Tour takes a lot of hard work. There's so many things that go into the dynamics of creating a World Tour. I wanted to incorporate film and dance, so what was really special is we had mini clips in between each scene that I'd filmed previously all around the world. So for this particular show, we had about 2 weeks to put it together, which is not very long.
Last one. Yeah, bumps up, make it bumps up, make it bumps. Hey, Jake, there was a point where we started seeing that we would always finish at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning.
A lot of long nights, no sleep, go straight into early morning.
With no questions asked. So I think we had no choice but to adapt to that, because Parris works well during those awkward hour times.
The hand that comes out stands out. Okay, 3 rounds.
Parris is a perfectionist, so we're definitely still tweaking and we're changing things up. So it never really was finished, it was just a show in progress.
But I mean, once you hit the stage, you kind of just feel it and you go off your friends on stage.
Martina, are you sure on the outside? Yes. Will we come in a bit more again?
With the dancers selected and the show created, it was time to show the world, starting in Auckland.
What was really special about starting the tour in Auckland was our family and friends being there, and it's our hometown.
When we started our first show in Auckland, I guess probably more pressure to be on point and to perform our best because it's our families.
I feel like around the world you don't know people, so you don't expect anything from them. But I think it's always a lot of love when you're at home, when you're around your family and you can perform for them.
It was cool to show them how hard we've been working and what we've been working on and why we were away all those hours and days, you know. So it was very cool. It was very special for us.
I hate to say it, but it's quite a scrum we're gonna have is New Zealand. The challenge tonight is to get rid of that title. Cool? You know!
When we tour the world, anytime we compete or showcase overseas, we really represent New Zealand and where we're from, so I think it just felt right to start the tour in Auckland.
glad that it was Auckland first, not any other country. That was probably the most scary one for me, just because my family and friends were there. And it was our first time really doing this show with costumes and as a show in general.
I think we nailed it. Like, we were all happy as after, so yeah, it was stressful, but it was fun.
While performing in front of their home crowd was a success, it was time to see what the rest of the world would think. The first international stop on the tour, China.
What could go wrong in China was language barriers. I don't speak any Chinese. Fortunately, Ling on the tour, she was kind of the interpreter for a lot of things.
We're currently having a stage run for our show tonight. And as soon as we finish our stage run, we're going to have a few workshops and hop straight into the show. So it's a very long day, but we're all very excited.
They just put vinyl on the floor because the stage is a bit too slippery. But yeah, hope it works out well for us tonight during the show. And yeah, all the best, really.
We did reviews after every show, and every time Parris gave us individual feedback. I think it was pretty nerve-wracking. Like, when it came to your part, you'd be like, oh, like, what is she going to say about blah, blah, blah.
That's how she works, and that's how everything she does looks is on point, because she's a perfectionist. And I think that makes her different from any other choreographer.
Okay, so she just says, obviously jumping in the show, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm not really the fastest one at picking up choreography.
Find her, where is she?
She's
Bring
coming.
the kitty out.
I was a bit nervous at first. I wasn't stage ready at all.
What are you doing, Alice? You could be practicing the whole time. Fired. You obviously don't take your role seriously. Come on.
Oh. I just wanted to get it right because, yeah, I could see she was getting a bit impatient with me. But that's all right. It's just me anyway, so hopefully it worked out in the end.
Let's get Alice. Sugar cake?
Woo! About to start our show! Yay! So excited!
I felt fabulous after I finished the first performance. I felt like I did all right. And then as the show got on, I just got used to, and I started changing little things here and there and adding different feelings to it and performance faces to it as well.
I'm so lucky and so blessed to have an amazing fan base all over the world.
I love fans. Like, I love meeting them, so it's cool that we get to like make someone's day by just meeting them in person, or like hugging them or signing something for them.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You're back with Parris and Ling. Yeah! What's up, Josh? What's up, people? Stay tuned.
When I first heard about the world tour, it got name dropped, what countries we were going to, and I remember Papa pulling me and Althea aside, and he goes, oh, we've put South Africa on the list. And we were like, no way. And when he said Cape Town, honestly, I just broke down into tears. I couldn't believe that I was going back to perform for my family and for me to see my family. I remember that flight to South Africa, and I couldn't sleep on that plane. I was awake the whole time just imagining How I saw them when I was 6 is probably so different to how I'm going to see them now, more older, me being older.
Yeah, we're in South Africa. Woo!
Woo! Home soil.
Woo! I just saw them through the waiting thing, my cousin and... There's a glass window, this thing is waiting.
By the way, Craig.
Oh, this is heavy.
Excited to be home.
This is her grandmother. I was scared that I wasn't going to fit in, but it just felt natural. I felt like I was home again. I was connected with my family.
So just for my family, I'm so excited. And they made me cry. They're so much older than I thought they were. I'm so excited!
Kristen and myself haven't been home for a while, and I know me personally, I haven't been home for 15 years since we migrated to New Zealand. The saying holds true when you say there's definitely no place like home.
Walking into the venue, there were so many people. And it kind of proved me wrong to go, yo, there is a lot of people in South Africa that, you know, dance and have the same passion.
We flew in all the way from Uganda because when we heard that Parris was going to be in Cape Town, and that's the only place in the whole of Africa that she chose, we're like, no, we couldn't miss it for the world. Yeah. So we got on the plane, and here we are.
Yeah, we love you so much. Oh, don't cry.
And today was a crazy day. We had the workshop happening and everyone was amazing. And the energy here is unbelievable.
Kirsten was here 12 years ago. She started dancing at the age of 2. Oh, we love you, Kirsten. Go, go, we love you.
This is an amazing experience. Hey. Oh my gosh, I said no.
I swear there was the biggest smile I've ever had on my face ever, and
it was just great. Like, she cried even for a second. It was just.
I'm still shaking. I'm still shaking.
Like, yeah, we're still shaking. We're still shaking.
oh, it's great.
It's a dream come true.
No, we are speechless.
Yeah.
It was just amazing, mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're in Russia. Woo! And we got given these really cool hats, and everyone's matching. So good welcome to Russia.
Oh my gosh, it's freezing! When we got outside, there was actually snow already out on the grass, so I had never touched snow before. The closest I've ever got to snow is ice in the fridge, but that's about it.
Oh, you can shake like Ruthie. Whoa! It's on sale all the time on Instagram.
It's big.
So just wherever you make it, just practice stopping no matter what. Try again.
Parris is an amazing person because she created this show. She's unbelievable.
The show was amazing. And we had the school scene, which was just super fun. We did a lot of throwbacks. So that was nice just to have a moment that was just fun and about more than 90s music.
I ever met.
You just
killed it. I love that your crew is made up of so many beautiful people of color, all shapes and sizes. You just let people know that, you know, follow your dream and you can always make it. And it's just such an inspiration for everyone.
I think the best dance show in the world I ever seen.
But we think that you're like special girl. You're like something special.
What was amazing about the show was at the end of the show, we were surprised with a gift from the fans, and they were these beautiful hand-painted Russian dolls. And as we opened each one up, there was a different request girl painted on the dolls. It was a really emotional moment for me because when they take it as an opportunity to share how much they appreciate what we do, especially through gifts, it's just really special for me. It means the world to us because, you know, without the fans and without our supporters, we truly wouldn't be where we are today. So all those little things, all those little moments, they make all the hard work worthwhile.
Then we jump back on that spot. By now we had definitely had our show set, but because I'm a perfectionist, I was constantly making little tweaks here and there and just perfecting every piece. I guess like something people don't really know about us is we're constantly trying to improve our shows and making sure that we're always on top of it. After every show, like the next day in rehearsal, we would watch the show and write down feedback. Every dancer writes down their own notes and what they can do better. And jump. 6, 7, cool. Sexy ladies, go. And you can forward on that card. You know, I'm very, very picky and very tedious with details and movement and formations. And I always feel like there's room for improvement. And I want to make sure like every show that we do, we're outdoing ourselves, we're giving it our all, we're giving the fans the best show that we possibly can.
Can do it too.
So a really cool moment in Brazil was on our day off, we got to go to this art district. I've never really seen anything quite like that before. So I was pretty blown away.
No words.
It's just buzzy. Like again, how Parris is just so creatively inclined. She just wanted to do a freestyle in the Batman alley. It's filled with graffiti, and she asked me to hold the phone for her. To see someone in their element and just wanting to express herself creatively. So that was a cool experience, seeing her just freestyle out of nowhere.
I love art and I love seeing art all over the world. So that was really a really cool moment for us.
This whole world tour on our last dinner in Argentina, I sat at the table and I just was thinking like, this is a dream of mine, you know, being on this world tour. You're living your passion that you love to dance.
It's crazy because you think back now and you just think, how did we do 6 weeks? You don't even really sit down and take in all the countries that you've been to. People like us, ordinary people, we don't really get to do this on a regular basis. So I think we really came back much more appreciative and less ignorant of the world.
What I learned from World Tour is definitely how to be grateful and to appreciate what I have. Obviously, going to the different countries, yes, we saw the beautiful places, but we also saw like some poverty, and some people don't have it as well as we do back here at home.
The Parris Project World Tour helped me understand my personal worth in terms of my goals and my career.
This was really bittersweet because I had so much fun on this tour.
If she didn't follow her dreams, then we wouldn't have all met each other or been on this tour with each other.
I think just being in a place in my career where I feel good about where I'm at and I feel like I've ticked a lot of my dreams off. So this was just a moment for me to be able to share the love back to my fans and perform because, you know, as a choreographer, I'm not performing as much. I'm not dancing as much, but dance is my first love. You know, if you were to ask me, would I rather choreograph or dance? I would rather dance. I love performing. There's something about being on stage that it feels electric, it feels empowering, I feel invincible. So when I perform for our fans, it's just like this feeling that makes me feel on top of the world.
It's beautiful also to still reflect on what I've done and what I've achieved at the age of 20, and what I get excited about is knowing what else is out there as well to be achieved or to do. Never be satisfied with being okay. Always reach to the top.
Left, right, clap, clap, now chop. Zoom, shoot, tap, 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 tap.
But it's so great to see the influence that Parris and the Palace has had across the world.
To my fans all over the world, I love you guys so much. When I was a little girl, I would dream of one day making a difference in the world through dance. And because of you guys, you've allowed me to use my platform, to use my voice, and to make a difference. So without you guys, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing what I do today. I wouldn't be working for these artists. I wouldn't be able to share my work. So there's not a day I don't take note of all your guys' love and support. I definitely want to do another world tour, maybe next year, but it's just been the best experience and I love performing, so it's definitely something I want to do again.